As always, here are the requirements or recommendations for the quest before the guide begins. I certainly do recommend bringing a holy symbol, food, and energy potions because you will be running through the haunted woods and you will run into vampires which can hurt you. Also, do not forget to bring Tele-grab runes or 50 gold because you'll have to either grab the brain or buy the brain from the bar in Canifis, and be sure to bring the items listed. You will also need the levels that are showing here, and you will also have to have completed the quests that are showing on the screen right now. Hey everybody, in order to start the Creature of Fenkenstrain quest, what you need to do is come on over here to Fenkenstrain's castle. If you look on the world map, it's actually labeled and it's just to the northeast of Canifis. But in order to start, you want to speak to Dr. Fenkenstrain, and it is not Frankenstein, but he's going to ask you if you want to apply for a job. You say yes, and he's going to ask you 2 questions. First question is to describe yourself in 1 word, answer brain dead, and then your skill is grave digging. So now he's going to go through some dialogue here and tell you that he needs to build a body. So he's going to need 5 body parts, and the first one, let's go ahead and click on this just to pull this up here. Yeah, so you see you need a pair of arms, legs, torso, and a head. Now for the head, you're actually going to have to get 2 pieces. You need a decapitated head and a brain as well. For the decapitated head, we want to come up here to speak to the ghost gardener, or gardener ghost, sorry. Make sure you have your Amulet of Ghostspeak on before you talk to him, or else it's not going to do any good. So you want to ask him about his head and his name, and once you go through the dialogue, he's going to follow you, and we're going to have to go into the haunted woods. So let me get through this dialogue. Okay, so after you speak to him about his head, he's going to tell you to go into the haunted woods, and don't worry if he gets caught on anything. He'll actually just pop right there with you. And the easiest way to get to his grave is you're going to want to get over to where the fairy ring is. So let me find that fairy ring. I can never remember where it is. But if you are going to be running through the haunted woods here, or when you run through it, I should say, there's the fairy ring. You want to make sure to have a holy symbol on you. It just makes life a lot easier. And here's the grave. Now once you get here, just go ahead and dig. And whoop, maybe it's on the other side. To the east, mate. I thought this was it. Give me a sec here, let me find it. Okay, so there's a decapitated head. For me, it was the grave farther to the east, and he did not let me ask him his name, so I couldn't just read the grave and see what it was. But now that you have that, we need to get to Canifis in order to get the brain. Okay, so here we are at the bar in Canifis, and on the table there is pickled brain, but you can't simply just pick it up. You actually have to Tele-grab on it. So Tele-grab the pickled brain, and there you are. Use the pickled brain on the head, and you'll get the full head for the monster. So now the next step we need to do is to work on getting the arms, legs, and torso. So let's go back to the castle. So when you get back to the castle, you want to go and climb the western staircase and just search the bookcase and take out the Joy of Grave Digging, and it's going to find the marble amulet. Now you need to go on the eastern side of this floor to a room similar that looks similar to it, sorry, and you need to search the bookcase in that room, which is right there. Let's go ahead and search that. I keep running out of energy. And you need to grab the Handy Maggot Avoidance Techniques book, and that's going to get you the other part of it. And now simply use the 2 together and you get the star amulet. Now we need to go to the tombstones that are to the east of the castle, and this is where you are going to run into the small fight for the quest. So let us do that part. So here we are at the tombstones, the graves, whatever you want to call it. You want to use the star on the easternmost memorial, and then you are going to push it open. Now whenever you climb down here, there's going to be experiments, and you need to start fighting the level 51 experiments, so that's why you're going to want some sort of fighting gear and food just in case. And you're going to fight these for them to drop a cavern key, so just start fighting them until you get that cavern key. Alright, so once you get the cavern key, it may drop on the first one all the time. I don't know, that may be random for me, I may be lucky. But once you get the cavern key, you want to run northwest until you find the door. So just keep heading to the northwestern part, and that is going to look like it. So use the key on the door to go through, and then climb the ladder. Once you climb the ladder, you're going to see these 3 graves, and you just want to dig at all 3 of them in order to get the arms, legs, and the torso, and then you need to get back over to Fenkenstrain's castle. So once you get back here, talk to the doctor and tell him you've got the body parts for him. He's going to take it all. And then he's going to tell you that it has no life and that you're going to need to fix the lightning rod on top. But first you need to give him the spool, or the 5 spools of thread and the needle. And then let's see what else he needs. You speak to him, there you go. It needs life, power of lightning, and now we need to fix the lightning rod on top of the castle. Talk to the gardener ghost and ask him if he knows where the key to the shed is, and he will easily just give it to you. And here's the shed, it's right next to him. Go ahead and open the door to go in, and then what you need to do is search the cupboard for the brush. There's the brush, and now we need to get 3 of these canes. 1, 2, and 3. So use it on the brush, use all 3 of them, and this is where the bronze wire is going to come into play. And now what we need to do is get upstairs and use this extended brush on the chimney. And there is the conductor mold. So I made a mistake. I did not mean to say chimney, I meant to say the fireplace. So once you get this, you need to go to the furnace, and that's why I have my X file on me, because the closest furnace is going to be at Port Phasmatis. So let's go over there and get a silver bar and just use that to make the conductor. Once you have your conductor and you're back in the castle, go upstairs and head to the southernmost room, and you want to climb the ladder. And then once you are up here, repair the lightning conductor, and lightning will automatically strike it. And then we need to go right back downstairs and talk to Dr. Fenkenstrain. So once you talk to Dr. Fenkenstrain, he's going to tell you that the monster basically tried to kill him and that he locked it upstairs. So now we need to go back upstairs and just talk to the monster. Once you talk to the monster, he's going to basically tell you what happened to him, what his life was. He's going to introduce himself, and he's going to tell you, basically that it's all an misunderstanding. So you need to go back downstairs and finish the quest. In order to finish the quest, you have to pickpocket Dr. Fenkenstrain to get the Ring of Charos, and that's going to end the quest. So, pickpocket. So if you don't want to see the quest rewards, go ahead and end the video at this point, but if you do want to see them, just keep on watching. And there we have it. So as you can see, there's 2 quest points, the Ring of Charos and 1000 Thieving experience. So it's a very, very easy quest, very simple, doesn't really require a whole lot of you. And then once you're done with the quest, you can actually drop that stuff. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope the guide was helpful to you. Drop me a like and let me know if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. Have a great one, everybody.